Yo, what is up, everybody? My name is Jerome, and welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you all are having a wonderful day. It's been a good minute, like what, 2 weeks since I last made a video. It's been a while because honestly, I've been on a losing streak, and I said, you know what, enough is enough. I need a win. I need to get more videos out and stuff like that. So I said, let's make a new kind of deck, and hopefully we can top with it. Now, it's nothing special or anything like that. It's been done before, but yeah. Ended up going undefeated. It was the what's it called, the YuGiOh Day tournament. I'm not sure what that is. I just showed up and they said it was YuGiOh Day tournament. I said sure, I'll play in it. Why not? Ended up going undefeated, playing this deck. Play tested it with my buddy of mine, Francisco, and stuff, and trying to figure out what works, you know, and all that good stuff. But yeah, like always, if you find the video informational, stuff like that, always like it so then other people out there can get the information as well, and it can help them out, even though this deck's going to be irrelevant in the next, I don't know, week, because we're about to get the new set. And if you do enjoy the stuff, make sure to subscribe so then you don't miss out on other deck profiles that I'm going to do in the future, and also the ban prediction that I'm going to do here very soon. So without that, we'll get right into it. I'm going to explain the number of the reasons why I played like a certain amount of cards and stuff like that, and why I didn't play other cards, and also the matches after the fact. So I'm gonna go ahead and get through the typical stuff. So the two, the three of, the other three of, and then the other three of, obvious. Then for the Kashtira cards, I did 3 of the unicorns and only 2 of the Fenrirs. During playtesting, I realized that the third one is just never, you don't need it. You absolutely don't need it. And then when I played 1, I was like never seeing it. So I was like, yeah, I need to bump this up to 2. And yeah, I liked it. A lot of people think that this is the scary one. It's actually this one. So everyone gets it twisted, but don't get it twisted, right? Unicorn's the best one. And then I played a very small bestial package, only 2 Magnemite, 1 Druisform, and 1 Sarnier. The reason for this is because I didn't want it to clog with the Kashtira cards, and on top of that, when I do play a lot of bestial cards, I noticed that I brick a lot, and I hate that so much, so I decided to just go back down to just only playing 4. I didn't need a 3rd Magnemite, never needed it, because a lot of times you're making dark, so you can always just take your opponent's Magnemite if that's optional for you. So yeah, this was just perfect for me. And then for the Shizu cards, we're obviously going to play the 3 ofs, the Keldos, and the 3 Madoras, but only 2 of the Kelbecks. You don't need a 3rd one, and you don't need the YuGiOh. YuGiOh is completely useless in this deck. You only want to play 2 of these because you're not trying to mill a lot. Unless you're playing against a rogue deck, then yeah, mill a lot of it. You don't really want to use this against your opponent if they're playing tier, unless you open up with Keldo and Kelbeck, then yeah, do that, and then search for Kelbeck. So then if they happen to summon anything, you can always just Kelbeck it. But that's the other reason why too, is because it's a pretty good hand trap, so why not play that too? But 3, definitely wouldn't play 3 of that at all. And that's it for the monsters. For the spells, we played the 4 planets, the 1 instant fusion, 1 scream, only 1 because since this is using Kashtiras, you don't need to play a 2nd scream, and also we only play 1 of the traps, so 1 birth. You don't need to play any more than this. I played 2 before and I liked it, but there was an issue where I would open up with 1 of them and then I would top deck the other one, and it actually kind of happened quite often, so it was weird. But so I was like, yeah, you know what, you only need 1 of these because you can always just shuffle it back into the deck. So a little different thing that I've been trying lately is actually just main decking 2 super polys. I'm not playing triple tactics talent. I feel like everyone's on it right now, and so what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to not play at all in my opponent's main phase, so then I can just always constantly have them have a dead card in hand. But that's always not the case, right? There's always going to be a time where you're going to have to use a monster effect. So you know what? There's been so many times where I'm using triple tactics and it's just not working. You know, people are playing around it. So I just said, screw it. I'm taking it out and I'm putting it in super polys because these are, you don't really have to mention it. I mean, these things are super just broken and they're game changing. I mean, every time it, you know, it's going to resolve, and every time it like goes off, you just pretty much almost win from it. For the traps, we did 1 Solik. Didn't need to do crime. And last but not least, the 2 Infirms. Just 2 because I want to play at least, I just want to play 40 cards. I didn't want to go over. And if I did play a 3rd one, I honestly wouldn't know what to take out because everything seems to be working perfectly at this. So 2 is just fine. For the extra deck, I did obviously, you know, the Kit Kalos, the Kaleido Heart, and the Rukalos, the Dracos Velia, your Mud Dragon, and your Garura. So, you know, the same old, same old. For the XCs, the Abyss Dweller, the Bagushka, the Redoer. And now for my tech card of choice. Well, I actually have 2 tech cards, but this one was pretty good. This is number 76 Harmonizer. So if you don't know what this does, basically all it does is that whatever is underneath it, whatever attribute is underneath it, it also is treated as that attribute. And once per turn, quick effect, you can detach a card from it and then target a card in your opponent's graveyard, or a monster in their opponent's graveyard, and then equip it to it. And then whatever attribute that this card is, it just can't be destroyed by battle with other monsters that have that attribute, or card effect of other monsters that have that attribute. So it's, you know, you can make it with the level 7s. I was thinking of what level 7s are good. Big Eye's pretty good, but at the same time, what can you possibly really take with Big Eye? You know what I'm saying? You already have, you know, you don't really need Big Eye. And then I was thinking Draco Sack. Draco Sack's pretty good, but at the same time, it's like, you don't really need it either. And then I was thinking Diabolos. Yeah, cool. You can just look to your opponent's extra deck and, you know, banish one and banish one on top of the deck. But the thing is, like, I kind of have Fenrir and Unicorn, and those are more of a threat than Diabolos. Shangri-La is pretty cool, but at the same time, you're giving up two interruptions for just 1 interruption. Not needed. So I said, you know what, Harmonizer is pretty good. And it was. In play testings against my friend, this card actually won me, I think, 2 games because you just make this, and like I said, especially if you have Birth, you can just go ahead on your turn, just detach one, take one of their cards in their graveyard that they possibly need, maybe their fusion monster, or maybe like Kit Kalos or something that's in their grave. You can take it, becomes yours, and then you can just do your Birth effect, special summon back out the Kashtira monster you just detached, or you can force a shuffle out of your opponent. If they have a Keldo in the grave, you can just make this activate to target their Keldo or something like that. Now they have to use it, or it's just going to be absorbed. So yeah, really good card. I liked it. And it's not only just good against, you know, Tear, it's good against anything else that uses the graveyard. I mean, you play against Sprite, you can just take away the Sprite, their elf target, or you can take away their Toad. You already know. The last one is Zeus, obviously. And then we got Sprin for the links, Elf, and then you got your Dark. And then I did the, I don't know how to pronounce this, but it's the Earth Charmer. So you can make this pretty easily with your Fenrir and with any of your Shizu cards. It was pretty good. I liked it. It actually came up, I think, in playtesting, it came up quite often, and also against in the tournament, it actually came up too. I think a good 2 times. So I liked it. The 2 tech cards in the extra deck really put in a lot of work. So and for the side, we did 3 nibs because no one's really respecting it anymore, even though I never got to summon it. I had it twice, never got to summon it. I did the 1 skull ladybug thing. I don't have the, what is it called, scatter shot or whatever. I don't have that, so gotta do what I gotta do, I guess. Necrobanshee, and then with the Necrobanshee, obviously got your 2 zombie worlds. We don't like flu, so set rotation. I'll put this in not only for flu, but also for a Draco Slayer, or any deck that pretty much can use Necro Valley. Never came up, but it's pretty good. The 1 heartbeat again for Necro Valley or Flu. 3 Lightning Storms, Necro Valley or Flu. And then your Dark Ruler No More is for Sprite. Yeah, that's about it. So my matches were first round it was Heroes, second round it was Tailman and Shizu, third round it was Draco Slayer, and fourth round it was Tailman and Shizu, and then fifth round it was Bisteel Thunder Dragons, or yeah, Bisteel Thunder Dragons, Dragon Link, the whole thing, pretty much that. I think I only had one loss, one game loss in the entire thing, and I was against the Draco Slayer. He got game 1, but then I proceeded to get game 2 and game 3. Draco Slayer is just such a ridiculous deck. I hate it because I don't really like pendulums, because it just seems like it never ends. But other than that, I had so much fun playing this deck. Yeah, if you have like a tournament coming up this weekend, you got these cards laying around, I recommend playing it. It's really fun. You're gonna like it. And yeah, I got a regionals coming up this weekend. Hopefully I do good at that. If I do, obviously expect the video, and also have my ban list prediction coming up here probably within a few days. So yeah, until then, I hope you guys have a great week, and I will catch you later. All right, peace.